Just got to adjust my regular camera. And sorry about the noise of my... You need to get out of my way here. Whoops. Oh, come on. Hang on, folks. Sorry. I have more than one tripod in use at the moment. Whoops. Okay. That will work. Hang on, I gotta get my apron. The strings were tangled up in my husband's shirts in the dryer. Oh, and I didn't bring out my tea cup. How's it going, everybody? Look. These came off my tree. One of my trees. The rest didn't do anything. So I'm going to be dehydrating them. Come on. I want to be where the people are. Oh, God, help me. If I hear or get one more $1.99 Disney ad special on YouTube, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to be happy. Because I want nothing to do with Disney, and you just caught me listening to a Disney song, or singing a Disney song. Programming. There's a reason they call it programming. Where's my cup? Here's my cup. Howie's bringing home our supper. Probably the last takeout we'll have for some time, because I just got off the phone with Revenue Quebec. And that's all I want to say on that subject. But I'm going to be as poor as a pauper for the next 12 months. I'll have to empty that out there. Here we come. Now, oh, I have some pears over here too. I have a few pears too. I don't know how big they're going to be, but I'm going to peel them and slice them and put them in the dehydrator. Look at this. It's got a trail on it or something, but look at the size of this apple. Look at the size of this apple that came off my tree. Give me spots on my apples, bully me the birds and the bees. Hey, everybody. Lori, you have a question. What's the question, darling? See, once you wash it and polish it, and these are unsprayed. So I am going to put my bowl over here, put my tea towel down. It's very dark. Can I lighten up? Not really. I have my lights over there, but they've got plant lights in them, so. Apples. I don't know if these pears are going to be any good. A whole bunch got, like, they're soft. Let me start with the pear. Let me see. Oh no, that looks bruised all the way through. But it's sweet. Let me just see. It looks bruised all the way through, but it's really sweet. So I'm just going to dehydrate it. The other ones probably won't be as sweet because they don't feel as ripe. So I'm just going to slice off some of this pear here into the lemon water. No, I've only got a few of these. Now, what am I going to put this in? I wasn't thinking, was I? Give me a minute. Oh. Need to get my compost thing. You ready to come in, Grace? You ready to come in? I still have apples and syrup, apples and pears in syrup. I still have blueberries in syrup. So that's why I'm dehydrating these. Sorry, folks. I've been on the phone with the government all morning. There. You need to be washed and recycled. You need to be saved. Whoops. Getting caught on things. There. All right. Now, I have. Oi! All right, did I miss somebody's question? I can't scroll down. Live. So, here we go. What, Gracie? There's nothing. You don't like pears. See? Yeah, there's nothing for you, darling. You've been fed. You don't get treats till bedtime. Now, this pear's really soft too, but it's kind of wonky. Let's see. No, I'm not taking that one. This is when we got hail, eh? And this one is hard as a rock. It'll be nice dehydrated. Every little bit counts. So, I just got off the phone from Revenue Quebec, and apparently I haven't been paying for my pension. My provincial deductions for my pension. So for the next 12 months, not sure if I'm going to get my computer or not, because this payment is worth more than some people's rent. This monthly payment for the next 12 years. All right, now I'm gonna show you. Well, I guess I can't, but I'm going to put my apple peeler into play. But I'm also, okay, you go over here. I'm going to set it up so that I can slice. So we're gonna set this up just like that. Whoops. Okay, that'll work. We got our slicer doobie in play. 12 months. You know, it could be worse. I mean, I've got one debt that I'm finishing paying. Gracie, you don't like this stuff. But it won't be finished until December. And I got to start paying this one in October. So a couple of months are going to be tight. But, I mean, you know, whoa, Bev, you don't want to slice it without peeling it. Let the peeler loose. Too busy talking. All right, here we go. I forgot you got to be really quick on this, but look what this does. Whoops. And now, any peels that it missed, I just trim off. And I just cut through one side, and it makes it into slices. And into the lemon water that goes. Do you want a piece of apple? There, take the one with the peel on it. And if I find that on the floor, Gracie Magoo, because you took it and then decided you didn't want it, I'm going to be ticked. See, when I open up one of my jars of, they make us pay and you have to work so many quarters before. Well, I said, why can't I, you know, why can't I stretch it out longer? Well, because next year you're going to have to pay again. And I said, how do you know that? I said, I'm making 1/3 of what I made last year. So now I'm making 1/3 of what I did, but I can't afford to pay for last year. It's really stupid. I don't understand. But the thing is 45. Now, when you're putting one of these on an apple peeler, put this to the prong side, never this. Why? This is the blossom end, and the blossom end is the weakest part of the apple. Always use the stem end. When you're putting it on the prongs, put it stem end first. This is designed to hold weight, okay? I'm not giving you any more. Go away. So here we go. Boom, 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 and it peels it and slices it and cores it. And all I have to do is cut a strip through here, and then boom, I got all my apple slices. Oh my goodness, what a day. Gracie, you're not getting any. Yeah, see, she lowers her head. You don't like apples. But Mommy, I like organic apples. Okay. Guess she likes organic apples. You better eat it. I'm going to go check. I'll be right back. Did you eat your other slice or did you leave it on the floor? You finish eating that. Where's your slice? Okay. All right. You're eating it. I won't argue with you. Honestly, folks, I'm just really grateful to have an apple harvest at all this year. Oh. There we go. I noticed at Menards in Cedar Rapids, Schulzberg Creamery butter. Oh, I missed the butter sale. But I'm sending Howie to Costco on, remember, stem end. I'm sending Howie to Costco on Friday, maybe even tomorrow, if my pay comes in on time. Oh, look at that. Take that little bit of peel off of there. That in there. Take that little bit of peel off. Apple slices, yay! You know what? I'll be surprised if they make it into a pie. I love apple slices. That's a piece of pear. You don't want that. This is the last one. All right. She's worse than a child some days, I tell you. Oh, and when you pull the knot, oh shoot. When you pull this nozzle to pull this back, make sure your core goes through. Pull this and release this, and then pull this, and it takes the core right back. Takes the core right back off. No more, I said. No more. I know. She thinks she knows it too. Hey, don't you? You're spoilt to the core. Oh, nothing like apples off your own tree. I can't wait until January. One way or another, I'm buying. Here, you can have this little piece. There. One way or another, I'm buying a new apricot tree and some plum trees. Get these all under the lemon water. Thank you. It's one of my favorite colors. It's coming into fall. I get into, jewel tones more. In the summertime, I just wear whatever I have that's in a tank top and skirts. Look at that. The apple's got a pink blush on it. These are supposed to be... The yelpies? Oh my goodness. These are supposed to be... Honeycrisp. Or got a little tang, but oh, they're good. I don't know why I've got store-bought apples here I'm eating. But hey, Angela McKay, how are you? No more. You're gonna get the poops. But you know what? Daddy's bringing shawarma home for supper. And he'll share his garlic potatoes with you. Oh. All right, here's the little piece with the peel. She's spoiled rotten. Now, this one may not work so well. We'll see. Well, it didn't do too bad. Just got to cut that little piece off. You want that piece? Here. Have these few little pieces. Gonna take the bit of peel off. Getting ready to can 50 pounds of potatoes. I wish. I know we're going to Costco and I want to look for carrots and potatoes and onions this weekend somehow. This is quite the haul of apples, I'm starting to think. Oh, you didn't come off. I knew I was excited about how many apples I had. Like I said, oh, I think I got 10 or 12, but this is quite a bit. No, Gracie. Oh, gosh. You're eating more than I'm putting away here. No, I don't. I still have 2-year-old applesauce in the pantry. We don't use it a lot. I just want the slices dehydrated for either pies or eating. But I'm just really grateful. This is the best apples I've gotten in a long time. It was a good apple year. It was a crappy pear year. Why is it not cutting that last little bit of peel off? I'm not giving them all to Gracie. Well, I looked up potatoes. I was going to go to Maxi tomorrow. But I looked up they want $5 a bag for 10 pounds of potatoes. I'm not doing that. I'd rather go, like, I'm going to see if Howie, when we go, if he'll take me to go with me to Costco. See, look. Nice big bowl of apples here. I've still got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have more apples than I actually thought. Because there's like 12 in the bowl still. But I want to go to the farmer's market and see if I can get me a bushel of potatoes. 1 year. Oh, there's a pear. Oh, there's another pear. Ooh. Now, how are we going to do this? Will it work? Let's see. Nope. This side is the blossom end you want. Isn't that funny? On a pear, you put the blossom end on the prongs. That one went through pretty nice. Cut a little pieces off here. I guess I should have done the pears earlier, but I didn't think I had that many. But they'll be nice in and amongst the dried apples. I just got to make sure these are all covered in lemon water here, or at least bathed in it. But so tonight is our Thursday night public live on Life with the Wolfies. And I'm going to do my thank you, my final thank you on the reading channel for those folks who enjoyed my little house live up to last night, because God, they're just such the prettiest apples. Like, look, isn't that gorgeous? I received a super chat. What? Annie, why did you? Oh, well, thank you. Why did you do that, honey? I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I didn't know that. I didn't see that. Thank you, Linda. I'm not constantly looking at the chat. Canned up chicken veg soup last night turned out great. Well, I want to go to Costco and I want to get a couple of pork loins if I can. Like, this may be my last shopping at Costco, and I don't think I'm going to get another bag of flour. I'm going to try and save that for a day when another Costco trip can be made. Do you want another piece of apple, Gracie? Or are you done now? Are you done? Oh, I guess not, eh? Well, pick it up. You took it. Don't make me pick it up and put it in the compost. Get your apple. Oh, you're done, are you? Thanks for dropping it on the floor for me. Thank you, Annie. Thank you very much. Gracie thanks you too, because she thinks treats are going to be in the offing from that tip. Do you think I should spend it on treats? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Thank you. That was for everybody. That's a kiss from Gracie for everybody. Please get down. There's nothing more up here but apples, Gracie, and you just turned your nose up at the last piece I gave you. So please get down. Oh, you'd think I was breaking her heart. She has her own channel, and I don't do a lot of Gracie videos because she does not perform well for the camera. And when she's her mouthiest, which is while we're watching TV at night, as soon as I mute the TV and turn the camera on, she goes and gets her bone and sits down and turns her bum to the camera. And she lowers her bum really low, like, kiss my butt, right? So she does not perform for the camera when she's like, you know, complaining and bitching and stuff. But what do you got, Gracie? Mommy fed you. You got food in your bowl, you know. Okay, I gotta toss these in the water here. And then I'm gonna start putting them on the dehydrator trays. These are getting dehydrated. Oh yeah, Costco. I want to go to Costco. I want to get 2 pork loins, and because the pig I have coming doesn't have, the butcher doesn't do sausage. He only does bacon, hams, and pepperettes. And I want 1 ham and bacon, and the rest I want in chop and ground. And I want all the fat too, trimmings. So, do I want the pig head? I could do the pig head, but I'm just, you know, Howie is not a fan of head cheese. So it's like, why, right? You know, come on, unslice these apples. Hey, Rebecca from East Texas. How's the weather in East Texas? All right. Oh, there's another pear. Look at that. Wonder if he'll work. Okay, blossom end for pears. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, I don't think this is going to go. I think it's too soft. Nope. Too soft, not happening. Okay, well, we did our best picking them. I've still got to pick my carrots yet. And that's another thing. I got to go north. Maybe tomorrow I'll go up to Gracefield and look for deer carrots. Want to do 3 bags of deer carrots this year. Jeez, my bowl is overflowing. You know what? I need a bigger bowl. I'll be right back. Oof. Oh! Oops. Do I have? Yes, I do. Add some more water and lemon juice to this. Now she's overeating her food. It's like, oh, you're not going to give me anything extra special. I might as well eat the food that you gave me. That's better. That's better. Is it 5 o'clock already? Good thing I don't have to make supper tonight. Does this stuff ever go bad, guys? Because it's kind of a cloudy color. Cloudy brown color. And being a preservative, you would think it wouldn't go bad. I don't see a best before date on it. Oh! It can go bad? It expires. Oh my God. Well. Oops. Yeah, I've got more in the pantry too. Did you eat your kibbles? So, uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I made a mess of that. I accidentally shaved. Oh, maybe I can take the shavings. I was holding the thing, and I accidentally, after I peeled it, I held it in one place, and it ended up shaving it. Hey, that's pretty. I'll put that in there to dehydrate so I can have it as a snack. Well, our raccoons are going to be, and the porcupines and the deer and everything are going to be real happy. I'm going to get Howie to take the apple peels and cores and throw them up to the edge of our parkland over there for the deer, because they come across there sometimes. So, I told you the restriction on, there's only one area in Quebec it's not our section. There's only one section in our area that has been restricted to taking bucks with no less than 5 points, but that's not our area. We like a 3 or 4 point buck at tops, like just 2 little prongs or a couple of little prongs. And because we're not allowed to take button bucks, right? Well, you can if you got a doe license, because it's not doe license, it's antlerless. So they go Mercy White. What's Mercy White? What goes Mercy White? I don't understand that. Yes, Seashell does have a YouTube channel, and she has a couple of them. So please put it in there, Seashell. Do not hide your light under a bushel. Seashell does a lot of videos about areas in Hawaii and contests and local culture and all that stuff. So please, Seashell, put your channel up here. You are a moderator. You're allowed to put links up. So, oh man, this is more than I had hoped for. This is much more than I had hoped for. Yay! I wonder if we're going to get deer apples this year. If we get deer apples, nah, I don't need to put up any. Well, you know what? If I can get deer apples and they're decent and I can peel them like this, I think I'll just dehydrate them. I think I might get a bag, because I usually just get deer apples and I make applesauce and apple jelly and I've still got tons of that stuff, and I've still got jars because I don't make a lot of pies. Brother John's doing fine. Last time I talked to him, I'll be calling him soon. Thanks for reminding me. They're all doing their thing, trying to get ready for winter, just like everybody else. But if I get a bag of deer apples and they're decent deer apples, then I just might dehydrate a whole bag. Because you know what? I love dried apples. Like, I like fresh apples. I eat I eat 2 to 3 fresh apples every day. And in the winter, they're not so bad, but it would be so nice to have something. Look at this. Look at this. You can't be sure of the acidity in fresh lemons. Well, that's true too. Oh, it's not like I'm using it for a preservative. I'm just stopping them from going brown so that I can, get them on the dehydrator quick. Double quick. Looks like an eyeball, doesn't it? This little wee apple. Oh. Uh-oh. Arthur sent me a picture. I'll be right back. Never mind. I'll look at it after. But, yeah, if I could get a bag of deer apples, eh? because they're usually $8 to $10 depending on the apples. But if they're good apples, it would be worth it. I would probably get, I don't know, a couple of half-gallon jars of dehydrated apples, maybe 3 or 4. I freeze-dried 9 quarts of apple cranberry pie filling to use for apple pie powder. Oh, wow, that's a great idea. I don't have a freeze dryer, and I can't justify the cost. If I had $5,000 to spend, I'd be buying a wood cook stove, and I don't have $5,000 to spend because Revenue Quebec wants $9,000 plus or minus a couple of, well, plus a couple of $100. So we just keep on trucking. As long as my bills get paid, I really don't care. I'm not going to bitch. But I was so looking forward to having a little bit of extra money so I could buy my computer and stuff. But it was like, ugh. But it could be worse, right? I've got one loan that is going to be paid off in 2 months. And it's going to cost pretty much just a little bit more than what I'm paying right now. So, do you know you can can zucchini with apples for apple pie? Have you not seen my Zapple video? I thought you would be up to date on this. I have Zapple pie filling, which is zucchini slices. And I made the sauce with clear gel, sugar, and apple juice. So I call it Zapple pie filling. You know what I mean? So, I'm almost done here, and then I got to get these on the dehydrator. You out. Oh, 2 more apples. 2 more to go. My mind is more on my dog, Nuka. What's going on with Nuka? Did she have surgery or what's going on? Hey, Wizard, how's it going? I got your text. I just haven't been able to look at it because I'm live. How are things going? Look at this. Look at this, Wizard. This came off my tree. Apple slices. I've just got 2 more here to peel. How are things going? Helen Burke, I make zucchini soup, delicious and nutritious. Look, I don't want to talk about zucchini anymore, okay? I'm actually afraid to go out in the garden because I'm pretty sure I'm going to find more zucchini. I'm not complaining, mind you. But I've made Zapple pie filling. I've canned shredded zucchini. I've frozen diced zucchini. And I'm just waiting for my tomatoes to be done so I can make my garden vegetable medley. But, hey, Terry McKinney. Aren't they beautiful? This is the last little one. But some of them were quite, some of them were quite big. So, this is the last apple. Oops, shoot. Howie's going to be home soon, bringing shawarma. It's a small chicken shawarma. And then we will have banana bread. Oh, I've still got to edit that video for tomorrow. What was that? Something just went bzz, bzz. Oh, yeah, I still see. I was being chased by zucchini in my sleep the other night. Literally, hey, you forgot me. No, I don't want you. All right, we are all done with peeling these apples. So I'm going to move things around a little bit here, guys, so that I can, ouch. Well, Wizard Iron, thank you, son. I mean, buddy. Mind you, I call everybody son, darling, love, sis, whatever. All right, now, don't look. Yes! Score 1 for the sink. I still, even though I put a tea towel down, everything's just soaking wet. This is going out to the deer or raccoons. No, Gracie, you're not getting any more. Okay, now this, I'm going to move you guys over here so that I can move my other camera over here. That works. Maybe you could come a little bit closer here. And look at my leeks. Speaking of Sister Wendy, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, she's gone to Toronto for the weekend. She's got to go to her fibro therapy or something. Hang on. That's alrighty. Okay, folks, so now we're going to put all these wonderful apples on the dehydrator trays. And I've just, whoops, some of them still have leaks on them. We'll just tap them off. As soon as I find out whether or not I can get some nice, nice deer apples. If I can get some nice deer apples at a nice price, I think I'm going to do I'm going to do a whole bag of them. Just dehydrated slices so that I can have them to snack on. There we go. All right, we can talk now because this is just going to be fast, like sped up kind of thing. Am I missing chat here? Hey, Mama doing stuff. Oh yeah, it's a good opportunity for her to see her son and her son, you know, a couple of her sons. Not the one who lives in Australia, obviously, but yum. I love dried apples. Love dried apples. Yes, you know what? That's going to be my snack food. I'm going to get more I'm going to get more apples if I can and dry them. I you know, because my brain just went, oh, I don't want to can any more apples and simple syrup, you know, because I still have some. But holy crap, this might actually fill the entire dehydrator. I might have to pop down the Nesco here too. I've got it sitting on top of the London Sunshine because it I may need it again. Yay! Into the dehydrator that goes. There was a reason I put this fruit leather tray in the bottom. I put it in the bottom to catch leaks, and so it did. Oh, I wonder if Howie, oh no, he's not stopping anywhere tonight. Oops. Oh yes, he is. He's getting shawarma. What am I thinking? Should get him to get some ice cream to have with the banana bread. Oh, yeah. See, this is where the winter weight starts already, and it's only September. Hell, I didn't lose my summer weight because it was, I wasn't as physical because, you know, I blew my knee, I blew my hip. So there was like 5 weeks of limited mobility. So what am I missing? I'm just yakking away here. You should be a Thrive rep. Oh, God, honey. Do you know how many jobs I have right now? I am a 4 jars rep. Angie's trying to tell me how to become an Amazon affiliate. I still have not figured that out. Because she says, Bev, you get so much stuff from Amazon, you know, and people keep asking you where you get it. You give them a link. You should be getting paid for that. Like, you know. But it's like, it's one more thing I just can't figure out. So I'm just doing the best I can from one day to the next. You know what I mean? I make ice cream every week. You know, I have an ice cream maker. A little one I bought in the States. Last time we were down. Last time we were in States. Last time we went to Florida. Hey Rhonda, how are you? That's okay. We're just putting apples on the dehydrator right now. But Howie's going to be home soon with supper, so I should get a shake a leg here. Oh, just looking at these slices going into the dehydrator. What sounds delicious? What sounds delicious? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm missing all the good stuff. I am missing all the good stuff. But that's okay. I get to eat shawarma tonight. And we're going live at 9 on Life with the Wolfies tonight. I'm not going to be able to do it at 8. I have something else pressing me at 8 o'clock tonight on Little House Live. But that's okay. Did Wizard take off, or is he just lurking? Lurking. Lurking, turkin. Lurking, turkin, birkin. I'm tired, guys. I got some sleep last night. I finally got about 5 or 6 hours between midnight and 8 a.m. Howie's alarm went off. I got up. I had already made his lunch and put it in the fridge. He said, "Is your alarm set?" I said, "No, set yours." I said, "Because your lunch is in the fridge and you can have cereal." But tomorrow he'll get bacon and eggs. He eats cereal a lot, especially when he's living in the motorhome in the summertime. Yeah, well, between my back and my knees and my groin, it's been a rough summer. Uh-oh, I'm overlapping things here. I shouldn't really be doing that, but that's okay. They'll dry. We just don't want them. Rebecca said, "I'm making chicken and dumplings for the husbeast." Oh, I like that, the husbeast. I call him Granddad now, whenever I'm thinking of it. But I also, what else was I going to say? I want to get, when I go to Costco, I want to get drumsticks so that I can ugly chicken. Because I'll tell you something, I've got to get instant mashed potatoes too. Because I tell you something, when you want a quick meal, you open a can, like you open the jar of the ugly chicken and you just set it in a bowl of hot water, because the stuff in the bottom isn't liquid, it's gel from the bones and the cartilage and stuff. And that's really good stuff, right? So you put the jar in a pot or a bowl of hot water until that liquefies. And you pour that juice off to make gravy, and you debone that bit of chicken, and you make some gravy with some onions and the juice, right? And then you break the chicken back up into it just to heat up, and then you pour that all over potatoes. Nom nom. So yeah, I like canning ugly chicken. So I've got to can my butterball turkey too, because, well, there's no point in having a turkey if nobody's going to help us eat it. So I might as well cut it up. But I got a few things going. I want to make sausage. I want to get a couple of big pork loins from Costco and make sausage. Because, like I said, the butcher I'm getting our pig done with only does ham and bacon and pepperettes. And I'm not into pepperettes, really. Right? So, 2 more trays to go. Or is it 3? 2. Yum, yum, I know. Well, like I said, I want sausage meat, right? And I have a really good recipe for sausage meat. It's what I use to fill my sausage rolls. Give me sausage rolls. But you can't, all my pork that I'm getting from the butcher is going to be frozen when I get it, even the ground stuff. So I really can't, you can't thaw it, season it, and then refreeze it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the pork loins and grind it and make my own sausage meat and put it in baggies in the freezer, so that when we want sausages for supper, or sausage gravy over biscuits, or over Yorkshire pudding, right? You can do it over biscuits. I prefer it over Yorkshire pudding. That kind of stuff, right? Then I don't have to go out and buy. I no longer trust meat. I won't buy any meat coming out of the US, especially if it's boneless or skinless. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. So I will be buying Canadian triple grade A pork. And I'm going to get some chicken legs just because we like our chicken and rice, you know. So hang on. I may not get this all onto the 4 trays. There's my ribbon I accidentally cut. I'm just going to lay that on top of everything there. I keep missing the chat. It seems like there's a lot of recalls. Yeah, homemade sausage is the best. There's a lot of recalls. I don't necessarily, you know, E. coli and all that stuff. I don't necessarily believe all that anymore. I believe that things are being destroyed just for the sake of being destroyed to drive prices up. But that's just me. You know, I'm really quite cynical. I don't trust or believe just about anything being told to me by the government anymore. So that's just me. That's just me personally. Because I have seen, and I'm going to put this tea towel down under this last tray because it's going to get water all over. I have just seen way too many lies. You know, been promised way too many things and then been lied to, right? Well, good friends, 3 dogs clamoring for filled bowls. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Take care, Rebecca. So I'm going to, like I said, I'll probably, if I can, if they're not like, I haven't been to Costco in a while. I don't know what a nice big pork loin's going to cost. You used to be able to get them for like $30. So I'm expecting more, you know, but it will be quite lean. That's for sure. It'll be quite lean sausage. Doesn't everyone know you unwrap the cheese first? What are you talking about? Yeah, Tina, kind of like that. Who's leaving? Take care, God bless, whoever's leaving. I'm missing so much of the chat here, folks. But I'm going to get these on here. And then I have to go edit tomorrow's banana bread video. And I'll tell you something. Wait till you see this. That banana bread came out in a loaf. Beautiful puffed up loaf. And it was spongy. Like not fall apart spongy. Dense but spongy and fluffy light. Like it's not dense heavy. It's dense and spongy. It's so good. So good. Oh yeah, I got to put molasses on my shopping list. So yeah, I want to do more apples. I got to do more potatoes. I have to do carrots yet. And my garden medley vegetables. And I want to make sausage. And that's pretty much it. I only think I have 2 more payments left on my butchered pig and side of beef. So it's going to run between $1,500 and $1,700, and I've already paid 14 of it off. So here is the last thing going in to the but it's going, it's a little bit more loaded than the rest. You can see the bits of pear on it, right? That's not going to work. I'm going to put a few of these over here. Gotta just distribute some a little better. Bits of pear here and there. Bits of pear here and there. Oh my God. I'm starting to sound like Ethel Merman. All right. And don't ask me. If you don't know who Ethel Merman is, you don't need to ask me and make me feel older than I already am. All right. There it is. Hang on a second, folks. Gotta dump this stuff out. Wipe this down. Oh, I'll soon be picking my beans for seeds too. I'll be right back, folks. And we got to dump this one. Alrighty then. Let me just finish my video bit here. You know the drill. And then I can finish my tea. Shut this camera off. Okay, so we have 6 full trays of sliced apples and a few little bits of pear. And we're going to turn this on. And we're going to do the full 10 hours. Unless we can go... Oh, we can. Oh, good. I'm going to put it right up to 18 hours. It probably won't take that long. And then the temperature, we're going to do it at the fruit and vegetable setting of 131 degrees. All right, we'll be back when this comes out of the dehydrator. So now I can pay attention to the chat. My hubby told me to contact Kraft and get them to send the cheese here. What? Told them they would need to send a freezer as well. I'm not sure I understand. I missed something completely there, didn't I? Oh, my hands are chilly. My fingers are wrinkly. Billions of cases of what? What are they calling billions of cases of, Tina? Oh, I have to go. Kraft recalled cheese. I hope there's no Parmesan recall. Do you know what? You want to talk about recall? Cheese slices. I don't eat cheese slices. I mean, that Kraft powdered Parmesan crap's the closest I'll get. And even I wouldn't have bought that. I would not have bought that. But Howie... Hey, Rebecca! Due to a choking risk because of plastic wrap. When I was a kid, sliced cheese used to come with bits of parchment in between it. Choking risk of the plastic wrap. Oh my God. Have we become that big of a society of morons? Really? Really? Oh, anyway, whatever. But now I got to go, and I've got to edit your banana bread video for tomorrow. And did I take any more out of the freezer? No, I didn't. I'm going to have to take one out of the freezer. I still have 2 little loaves of the chocolate double choc. Hey, Annie, I wish I could come to your house tomorrow for apple chips. Oh, no, they're going in the pantry. I'm eating fresh right now. Perfectly imperfect apples, and you know what? I'm hungry. But supper is around the corner. I better not. But this was a 6-pound bag of apples earlier. Well, what's today? Wednesday? This was a 6-pound bag of apples on Friday. That's me eating. Well, Howie takes one in his lunch too. Spam was recalled in a series of stores in Texas. This is the thing, folks. We knew this stuff was going to start happening, right? I should plug my phone in. We knew, right? We've been saying for a long time that, like, I guess our government is going to be having a serious talk with grocery stores into lowering their prices. But the problem is you can't dictate that stuff, right? The more you do for yourself, even if it's buying potatoes and canning them, or growing things for yourself, or buying from a local farmer or a farmer's market. Have I ever used Crisco to make pie crust? Yes, once. When I had Arthur when I was 24. When I was 22, I made a pie crust. And that's when I didn't know any better, but I didn't like the quality, so I immediately went back to Tenderflake. So, and the fat that I get, I'm not going to get them to render out the lard, because most butchers render it water method and it smells weird and it's yucky in pastry. But I want to render out a water render scraps, but any good pieces of fat I will render in the cast iron Dutch oven the way Ma Engels used to do it, which is you grind it up and you put it in there and you cook it real slow as it melts. Yes, I'm going to render lard. Yes, I'm going to. If I'm going to ask for any fat trimmings off my beef, and all fat trimmings off the pig, so that I can make soap lard and I can make cooking lard. Well, I mean, really, you know, I don't even want to say it, Stacy. That's just too ridiculous for normal school. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm and I have to go to. I got to be making a list. I have to go to IGA and see if I can get a gluten-free pie crust mix and a gluten-free graham cracker crust mix, so that I can make both a pumpkin and an apple pie. Tide Pods, yeah, really, eh? Well, the thing is, the trick is there's two ways to render lard. There's water rendering, which is what I do if I'm going to do it for soap, right? And that means I just I grind it all up and I put it in a pot on the stove with water in it, and I boil it until all the fat is melted off. And then I strain it and I put the water and the fat in the fridge, and I take the plate of fat off in the morning. And that's how I make soap fat, right? But, and tallow, I might try making some tallow candles if I can get enough beef tallow. But the older method of, you know, Little House on the Prairie style of rendering lard is you cut it all up or grind it all up, which is what I'll do, and you put it in a big cast iron Dutch oven, and you slowly raise the temperature until it is melting the fat but not burning it. You don't want to burn it. And then you strain that through a cheesecloth, and you get all the little bits of crackling. I don't understand how you use that in crackling cornbread. Like, I don't understand how you would put that in cornbread, a bacon-scented candle. Well, you know, you can, people, like, we save our bacon fat, right? Like, I got probably this much in a pint because we've had 4 pounds of bacon this last month, right? And people save the bacon fat, right? But you can save, if you don't want to, excuse me, if you don't want to save it for cooking, right? If you don't want to save the bacon fat for cooking, what you do is you save all meat drippings. Beef, pork roast, chicken fat, all of that stuff, until you get probably a 1 gallon jar of all these drippings. Then you wash the fat. Has everybody seen my video on washing fat to make soap? Hey, Teresa. It's too heavy for me to do the Dutch oven. The cracklings are fried crispy, and that's what do you put it on top of the cornbread, or you put it in the cornbread? I just like to eat the cracklings, like, you know, pork rinds, right? Pork scratchings, they call them in England. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, if you save up a half-gallon jar, or even, yeah, a half-gallon jar of fat from chicken, pork, beef, bacon, all of that stuff, and you're not going to use it for cooking. You then take that out and put it into a stock pot with cold water, and then you boil it. Okay? You boil it, and then you let the fat cool in the water, like you strain it if there's any bits, right? And crumbs. You strain it through a fine mesh sieve, like a wire screen sieve. And then you put the water and the fat in the fridge until it cools. And then if you've got beef fat in there, it will make it harder, which is good because chicken fat doesn't solidify really, really well, right? Then you reheat it. You pour the water, you take the plate of fat off. If you have it soft, you scoop it off, but you want it cold. And then you pour that water off, and it'll take a lot of contamination from the frying pan, the bits of bacon bits, and all that stuff. Mix it in your cornbread mixture and bake. Oh, I'm going to try that because I have 1 box of Jiffy cornbread, and I've been hanging on to it. Then you put all that fat back into the pot with clean water, and you repeat the process of boiling, straining, putting in the fridge to chill, taking the fat off the top. It is a laborious process. But if you do it 3 or 4 times, the last time that you get it, take the fat off, as long as there's smell, like bacon or anything like that, then you wash it again in cold water. You put it in cold water, you bring it up to a boil, you strain it, cool it. And when that plate of fat no longer has any smell, that fat is now ready for making soap. Or even used in cooking. Because you've purified it. I've done it. I got a video on it. Such a good flavor. Ooh, it sounds like it. Anyway, I have to go. I now have to, yes, I actually, thank you for mentioning the book. I've made myself a promise that I'm going to start talking about this because it's not a cookbook, folks. It's a beginner's homestead book for the kitchen, right? Because in here I have neat to know stuff. Rendering lard and suet. Basic hot process soap, homemade laundry soap, suet cakes for chickens, no scrub tub cleaner, making potato starch, rapid peeling tomatoes, spice blends. You've got dehydrating chapter, a pressure canning meat chapter, a pressure canning recipe chapter, water bath canning. You've got my favorite recipes, basic yeast bread, ham hock and bean soup. You know, make it. There's a section on making it ahead and freezing it, like meatballs, shepherd's pies, Duchess potatoes. You know what I mean? So this, I wrote this in 2015, and it's a little clunky because the sections don't have page numbers, although I do have page numbers on the pages. There's my Yorkshire pudding pork pie recipe, right? So this book, all right, is a basic homesteading book. It's called Recipes, Canning, Dehydrating, and Neat to Know Stuff. It has a things on the things you need to know first, like the different strengths of simple syrup. Let me see. First chapter, the stuff you need to know first. There are certain things that I use over and over again in many recipes, so I thought I would put them in the beginning of the book so that you can have them always at hand when you need them. That's why this first chapter is called The Stuff You Need to Know First. And it tells you pie pastry, basic bechamel white sauce, simple syrups, bone broth, meat broth, vegetable stock, and homemade egg noodles. Those are the basics you need to know if you're going to use some of my recipes like chicken noodle soup and stuff. Anyway, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying this is a pretty good basic kitchen book for getting back to the basics of life. Rendering your own lard, making your own pie pastry, making your own bread, that kind of thing. Making your own soap and laundry soap and stuff. And spice blends. I have a section on spice blends. My favorite spice rubs for pork. My favorite spice blends. Do I have my sausage spice blend in here? Let me just check a second. Chicken seasoning. Homemade spice blends. Pumpkin pie spice. Pork roast chicken rub. You know what? I'm going to have to include my sausage seasoning in the next one. Anyway, folks, I gotta go. I have a video to edit for you guys tomorrow, and then I can relax with hubby until 8 o'clock. Okay? You got your book today. Yay! My wife Just saw a bread recipe online yesterday. All you need is yogurt and all-purpose flour. You can make your own. You know what mine needs? You can do sourdough, right? Do I have sourdough in here? I'm going to have to, I have a list of things I have to put in the next one because everybody's asking me to write another one. All right? Bread is one of the simplest things in the world. If in the summertime, you just, or even in the wintertime, you just put flour, a little bit of salt, and some water, and you cover it with a cloth, and you just let it sour behind your wood stove or near your wood stove. But if you have yeast, you can rapid start it. And you just add a cup of flour, a teaspoon of yeast, a teaspoon of sugar, and 3/4 of a half gallon of water, and you shake that all up and you just let it bubble. Okay? And every time you take a cup of that, it'll be pretty liquidy. Every time you take a cup of that out to start bread, you add more flour or trimmings from your biscuits around. It's really easy, right? You really don't need, I've been using the same yeast. I still have a half a pound of yeast in my freezer. Something's happening at 8 p.m. Yes, I'm going over to, I'm doing my final goodbye on reading with Beverly Wolfe because it's now time to stop the live readings and I've got to start recording Little Women for the reading channel, right? So I'm going to go. Take care. God bless, and I hope I get my video edited before Howie comes home with supper. All right? Mwah! I love you guys. See you soon, okay? And you can bet that if I go shopping at Costco this weekend, there will be a shopping video. If I get deer carrots, you know there's deer carrots coming, right? If I can get three 50-pound bags of deer carrots, I'm pretty sure I've got 1 jar of carrots left, and I did 2 bags last year, so I want to do 3 this year. All right, guys, I love you. Take care. God bless. Mwah! And thanks for keeping me company while I peeled and sliced apples for the dehydrator.